Yeah.
Did you make that? Did you make that? Did you make that?
Silent Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers, check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Zombie ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, popping right under your tongue. Lighting up a sharp strain, feel like it's chopping your lungs. Smoke another leaf to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the fashions with my rations getting low. Get down on the flow, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know what, just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this we too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze in a blaze, I got heat to throw. Then I'm let the heater flow and send it to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick the dice before you let them roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with a demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas wanna end me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences are never told. Running out of character, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire in F doom hits. The sun god bringing some light, now watch your mood switch. Hieroglyphs when writing scripts, namaste but conquering. Conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
Yeah. What's up? How's everybody doing today? Happy Thursday. It's your boy Wildcard Martin in the building. As always, that is the homie 40 Water, aka Silent Hill TDS. Pale Mood Devil Dance, him and J. Leo. You see it scrolling on the bottom of your screen. That is the official, unofficial theme song to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition. Man, what a game. What a game. Go get those fellas a holler for sure on YouTube. Definitely go give us a shout on YouTube as well. I.O.W. Sports Network. I know some people have messaged me talking about had been getting notifications. We've been suspended on it was my fault. I ain't gonna lie. I got us suspended on YouTube. We're still trying to fix it because it's been a week. It's been more than a week. So they should have already unlocked our account. But until then, until I.O.W. Sports Network, we get that up and running. Go over to I Often Wonder, which is our sister podcast. We have that YouTube page. Go over there. We're streaming the show there. Yeah, until we figure out what's going on with YouTube. Look, YouTube's a motherfucker sometimes. Just in case for y'all don't know who podcast. YouTube has so many damn restrictions and all that stuff, copyright and all that bullshit. But anyway, I.O.W. Sports Network, that is the original YouTube page. Like I said, we'll get that up and running. We should be unlocked soon. I don't know what the hell's going on. But regardless of that, please go on over to Instagram, I.O.W. Sports Network. We are there on Instagram as well. So take a second out from looking at your Instagram models. And then go ahead and follow us on Twitter as well. Take a time out from your Twitter beefs and Twitter fights. I.O.W. Sports 1. And then go on over to, most importantly, the Facebook page, which is open to the public. So I'm looking at you, yes, you listeners, viewers. I.O.W. Sports Network on Facebook. It's a place to be. It gives you a chance to give your sports take, drop your sports memes, get some debates going. And of course, we emphasize big time on the network part of that. So definitely, we're big into networking with other people. If you have a podcast, sports podcast, and a small business, let people know about the content or goods and services that you can provide. And most importantly, see that Cash App right there on the bottom of the screen. Send $30 to that Cash App. Send us an address. You will get the very exclusive. I'm talking about exclusive. You know how exclusive this hat is to get? That's the only way you can get it. Is send $30 to the Cash App, send an address, and you'll get this back. Because this right here is the official I.O.W. Sports Network cap. So exclusive that's the only way you can get it. As well, on that Facebook page, you can hit the link at the top of the page, post it up at the top of the page. We do have a link to our website to get the merch. No, I'm talking about that hat's exclusive, y'all. It's only 3 people in the world that got it. Myself, Detroit Mail, and the homie Matt out in Jersey. As I see Matt's in the comments, he's here. What up, Matt? I know. I know you sticking with it. You a man of your word. You gonna stick with it. You gonna ride with it. You don't falter. You don't fall back. I get it. I absolutely get it. I get what you're saying. I don't like Boston either, but you're looking at the matchup. And we'll get to that in just a second because what a hell of a game. What a great matchup we got for the finals, man. This is going to be some good basketball. I gotta say it, man. If you do not enjoy this series and what it's going to be, then I think you're just a hater of basketball. You just have no idea, no clue at all. Yeah, the fourth quarter was spooky, but it was crazy though. What's up, kinfolk? That's my kinfolk right there, Keith Springs. Shout out to the homie, my man out in IA, DMI 515, staying alive. What's up, baby? I see you. Anthony's in the building. What's up, Ant? How's this game played out tonight? Still have Warriors in 6. I mean, hey, you never know. They couldn't miss in the fourth quarter. Ridiculous, bro. Yeah. What's up, cuz? What's good with you? We still got it. We gotta link up soon, man. Next time we in this. Next time I'm in the city. It's been a minute since I've been to 515, but I'm gonna get out there. But look, before we get into, of course, obviously we're gonna talk about finals game 1. Of course, there was some other some NFL news. You know, you got a couple of retirements that came down today. Frank Gore calling it a career. Fitzmagic going to sit down. He's going to call it a career. And I'm going to do something about the NFL that I haven't done in a while. I'm actually praising them. All right. I know I've been shitting on the NFL. I'm going to give them a shot and feel and give them some love. All right. So I'm going to do that in a second. But before we get too deep off in the show, y'all know how we do on the late night owl edition of I.O.W. Sports. We got to start with the top play. And this came from the finals. Came from the finals today. Big time player. Big contributor to the Boston Celtics. I think he's going to play a pivotal role in this finals. Take a look.
Get you big time buckets, one-on-one on attack. Oh, Williams caught a body underneath. And here comes Boston. A 7-0 run to start the fourth and final quarter. Makes it a 5-point game.
And it's putting the ball in the hands of Brown. So all of a sudden he turns the corner, defense reacts, throw it up. We've been there before. And Robert Williams catches anything and finishes above the rim.
There you go. Robert Williams. He's going to play a pivotal role in this series, y'all. He going to play a pivotal role. Yes, condolences to the Barber family. Yes. I talked about that last night because I definitely shout out to Marion Barber III and his family. RIP to the Barbarian, and condolences to his family. Once again, sad situation. Condolences out to the Gladney family. Lost their young baby boy, 25 years old, way too young. Condolences out to the Haskins family. They lost their baby boy earlier this off season. So, but no, let's talk about these finals, y'all. Let's talk about these finals. It's a lot of keys to these victories that I talked about leading up to tonight that came to fruition tonight. I mean, let's take it quarter by quarter. I mean, obviously, first quarter, oh my gosh. Like Steph came out blazing. Steph Curry with the shot, boy, he was cooking. The way that Steph came out in this game, I'm like, oh Lord. Damn, Boston. Damn. I was like, oh Lord. The way that damn Steph came out in the first quarter, I'm like, oh, this is about to be a long damn game for you, Boston. Because that man was coming out blazing. And that was one thing that I was worried about with Boston is how you going to defend that perimeter. How are you going to keep Steph and Clay from going off? And first quarter, they did terrible. They couldn't do nothing. That boy Steph came out in the first quarter and hit 6 threes. 6 threes. 21 points in the first quarter. The first thing I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, this is about to be a long game. Boston's credit, they didn't shy away. Kept on trucking. Kept on doing what they do. And they stayed in the game. Second quarter, they look, this finals is going to be about runs, as y'all see. It's going to be around runs. Who's going to be able to get a good run going? Who's going to be able to stop the run and go on a run of their own? This tonight, game one was about runs. There was a point in time that Boston couldn't make nothing for almost like 6-7 minutes. And then you see how the game ends. Golden State couldn't get a bucket in 4 or 5 minutes, which is unusual. Very unusual. Of course, final score 120-108. Boston takes game one. Look, this is going to be a hell of a series, y'all. If this don't get you excited, because let's be honest, I was about to start the show right on time at 11 because Boston was, I'm like, oh, well, shit. The hell they doing? And then, of course, you saw the top play of the night. That was part of the beginning of the run. That pretty much shut the rest of the quarter down. That was at the top of the fourth quarter. And they was already going on a 7-0 run. And that was to get back in the game. You got to love the fight in Boston. I know a lot of people don't like Boston. I know, Matt, you don't like Boston. I don't like Boston. I'm a Lakers fan. I can't stand Boston. You think I felt good about myself saying, hey, Boston's going to win this series in 7? No, I did not feel good about that at all. I don't want to see them win number 18, breaking the tie with my Lakers. No, I don't want to see that. But we got to call a spade, and you got to call it objectively. You got to call it how it is. Boston plays some damn good basketball. And look, I know a lot of people want to talk about the refs and all that and the officiating. I thought the officiating was actually they let them play tonight. The officials pretty much called things that were egregious, and you had to call. But for the most part, I thought they let them play tonight. I wasn't a lot of interference from the refs tonight. So kudos to the refs who really kind of stand out the damn way tonight. I gotta give the refs their props. You know, as much as I don't like to give refs their props, but I give them their props because they stayed out the damn way tonight. They really did. One of them, I don't want to say there was a lot of missed calls, but for the most part, refs called it pretty fair tonight, in my opinion. Take a look at the stats. Of course, Jason Tatum, this is what you love to see. Jason Tatum had a horrible game. And this is what I love to see from players who are expected to be the score bearers or the people who are pretty much primarily saying, hey, we need this guy to be our number one scorer or carry the weight of the scoring. So he played 42 minutes, 3 of 17 shooting. He was terrible. All right, let's call it what it is. But this is what I love from Jason Tatum. Chipped in 5 rebounds. Chipped in 13 assists. He ended up getting a double-double tonight. 12 points, 13 assists. Terrible shooting night. Oh, if you would have, I'll say this. If you would have came into this series and said that if Jason Tatum has a 3 for 17 night, you would probably say, oh, well, no way Boston wins that game. No way. But when you chip in 13 assists, you get your teammates involved. This is what you love to see. I mean, you got to call it what it is. Jason Tatum, even though he had a bad personal game, he still made sure that he was part of the game. Get your teammates involved. Get your teammates involved. Al Horford, big night, 26 points, 9 of 12 shooting. He went 6 from 8 from downtown. Oh my goodness. Y'all keep messing with Al Horford, man. Oh, Benjamin Button ass. This man, I'm telling you, he's going back to Gator days. Like he playing with Joe Kim and Corey Brewer. He balling like Billy Donovan coaching him right now. He is balling. You talking about a unforeseen contribution from a player on a team? I did not see this coming from Al Horford. I thought Al Horford's career was done. I thought it was done. Once he got the OKC on that trade, I'm like, oh, you can only go to Oklahoma City to, you know. That's where you go to call your career a done. Call it a quit. Wrap that shit up, B. When you go to places like Sacramento, Oklahoma City, you know, those are basketball purgatories. Washington to the Wizards. When you go to those places at the end of your career, that's where you go to, you know, put old Yeller out to pasture. And this man comes back to Boston, gets in the playoffs, and all of a sudden just this resurgence. You know, let's see if he repeat the next game, which he won't. I mean, I get what you're saying, Anthony, but Al Horford's been playing like this the whole playoff series, though. He played like this against Brooklyn. He played like this against who was the team? Milwaukee. He played like this against Miami. I would totally agree with you, Anthony, if we didn't have performances from Al Horford like this throughout this playoffs. I would 100% agree with you. But the way that he's playing right now, this has been him this whole playoff series. I mean, the guy has been balling. Sacramento now, yeah, of course. Not when they had BBC Webb, Vlade, Pager. No. Low key, great team that Sacramento had when they had Bibby, C-Web, Vlade, and Pager. And Hito. Don't forget Hito Turkoglu. Don't forget They had a roster. They had a squad. They had some dogs on there. Yes, Alfred has always been a baller. He has. I'm just saying personally, this run that he's going on in the playoffs, it's been, well, I didn't see it coming. You know, we got to keep it real about that. If you tell me that you saw Al Horford doing this, then you need to go ahead and play the lottery. if you saw Al Horford playing like this in the finals, the hell? I gotta clean my studio. Got a little flying something in this motherfucker. But no, if you saw Al Horford playing like this, yeah, you need to go ahead and play the lottery numbers. Or you got a sixth sense that nobody got. But Al Horford ball, gotta give him his props. Got to give him his props. Got to give him his props. Robert Williams, like I said, during the top play, I think he's going to play a pivotal role. Yeah, you're not looking for him offensively. He only had 8 points, 4 for 4 shooting. I mean, he's only going to give you 4 shots, but 6 rebounds, needs more, with 4 huge blocks. 4 huge blocks. That's big. That's big. So he's already setting the tone on the defensive side, which I expected from him. And so he's playing well. 18 points from Marcus Smart, who started tonight, 7 and 11 shooting. 5 boards, 4 assists. You know, did Marcus Smart. Typical Marcus Smart. Played good defense. Some good assists. Good shooting. Pretty efficient. Jaylen Brown, 24 points. 2 steals, 5 assists, 7 boards. 10 or 23 shooting. Not bad. Not bad. Derek White. Derek White comes off the bench. 21 points. 5 of 8 downtown. 5 of 8. Pretty pivotal part of that run that got them back in the game and then extend the lead. So he was part of that. And that's that's great contributions. Pritchard. Let's not downplay him. Peyton Pritchard. He came off the bench. 2 or 3 downtown, 8 points. 6 boards, 2 assists. That's also nothing to sneeze at. That's not nothing to sneeze at. Boston did their thing tonight. We also got to look at the fact that 51 and 31 as a 2 seed from Boston and 53 and 29 as a 3 seed with Golden State. These teams are record-wise are right next to each other. All right. And not just record-wise being right next to each other. I think matchup-wise, I knew what kind of series we were going to get. I was surprised on how the game went. Golden State came out hard, fast, heavy. Steph Curry. Boston came back in the second. Coming out of halftime. It was a close game. Matter of fact, Boston went into the halftime with the lead. Third quarter starts. Kind of almost like a repeat of the first half. Golden State comes out, extends the lead. Boston comes storming back. And this is what we're getting for the rest of the finals. Go ahead and jot me down for that 7. I already said Boston is 7. I know I'm not trying to do the premature celebrating. I'm not, because there's a lot of basketball left to be played. But I'm just saying, I might look like a genius to saying Boston is 7. The way it's looking so far, it's still too early to tell. Still too early to tell. It really is. Oh, we're talking about records right now. Yes. All right, everybody, just in case nobody hasn't been informed, the Major League Baseball leading New York Yankees have a 36-15 record, the best record in baseball. All right. I got him. I give him that. All right. They made it through 2 months. They made it through April, made it through May as the best team in baseball. 2 months. All right. Bravo. I give it to him. I give it to him. But when you look at these 2 teams in Boston and Golden State, in the way that the finals in game 1 went down, man, buckle up. Gotta wear your seatbelt on the couch. Get your popcorn ready, like T.O. would say. Get your popcorn ready. Because I literally was gonna start the show once I saw Golden State was pretty much top of the fourth, and I'm like, Boston looked like they ain't got no more fight in them. Next thing you know, they cut it down to 7. Next thing you know, they took the lead. Next thing you know, they extending the lead. So we already know there's no quit in Boston. There's no quit in Boston. We see that it is pretty evident. Let's go to the Golden State side and see what happened with them. Clay, 6 of 14 shooting, 3 of 7 downtown, only 15 points, 3 assists, 2 boards. Of course, Steph, 7 of 14 from downtown, 12 of 25 overall, 34 points, 5 boards, 5 assists, 3 steals. Got to highlight that. Kayvon Looney, not the offensive devil, but it's okay. 5 assists, 9 boards. That's what he's there to do. Andrew Wiggins, 8 of 15, 20 points, 5 boards, a steal, 3 blocks. Andrew Wiggins was balling. Okay. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that, Milazzo. I love you, brother. But we're not doing that. That's not being ballsy. That's being ridiculous. All right. That is being ridiculous. I don't know about a sweep. There's no way I see either of these teams getting sweep. People that keep saying sweep or one of these teams in 5, I think y'all high as shit. I know Ganja John, you smoke your little shit, but you put it down. All right. We ain't doing no sweeps. Not in this finals. This is too good. This matchup is too damn good. And I'm willing to bet that the NBA is going to make sure that they get more than just a sweep. No, I like your attitude though. I like your attitude. Come on, I already know you high, Matt. I already know you high. I ain't even gonna touch that. But yeah, Wiggins did good. Wiggins played some good defense. 8 of 15 shooting, like I said, 20 points. Draymond Green, 2 of 12, 4 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Look, here's my thing with Draymond. Draymond brings in good effort, good energy. He's the cheerleader, gets everybody riled up and ready to go. I get that, the high energy guy. But you can't take 12 shots and only make 2. I'm sorry. No, I ain't sorry. Damn that, Draymond. Don't do that shit no more. Don't do that shit no more. Mel, what up? But no, we're not doing that no more, Draymond. If you take 12 shots and you only make 2, no. I'm going to need you to only take 2 shots or 4 shots. Hell, get frisky. 6 max. Don't take 12 shots. I'm sorry. Draymond Green, you are not a scorer. You are not a scorer. Yeah, we know. We talking about it right now. Boston did your thing. I mean, you can't hate on it. You cannot hate on the fight of it. Cannot hate on the fight. Yeah, Iguodala was rusty. He was. You could tell. Iguodala was real rusty. But he chipped in. 7 points, 3 or 4 shooting. Only played 12 minutes. I'm not expecting Iguodala to be that catalyst. But look for him. I'll say this. Look for him down the series later. Game 4, 5, 6, 7. Look for him more down the series. Look for him to use games 1, 2, and 3 to get in the game shape. Because he hadn't played in almost, 2-3 months? It's been a minute because he didn't play throughout the whole playoffs. So he's rusty. So let's I say look for Andre Iguodala later in this finals. Look for him later. But I think bruh. Not only did Curry let y'all the fuck up, I thought it was over in the first quarter. I'm like, oh, if he's shooting like this, I guess that I ain't gonna bullshit y'all. Y'all know I don't bullshit y'all. The way Curry was lighting them boys up in the first quarter, I was about to look for something else to watch. Because I'm like, oh goodness gracious. I literally was about to turn over to the Colorado Edmonton NHL game because what they did on Tuesday with the 14 goals that they had in between the two of them, winning 8-6 by Colorado in game one. I was going to turn over to that, but I turned over and they was up 4-0 on Edmonton, beating the shit out of them. So I turned back, and then next thing I know, we got a game. We got a finals game. So yeah, Curry was lighting all up. I will say this. Ime Udoka, who is the coach for the Boston Celtics, did a great job of making adjustments on making sure that they pick up Steph Curry closer to the three-point line. Some of those shots that he was getting off the picks, the way that the Boston was defending it at first, Robert Williams was kind of playing back, and he was giving too much space to Steph. So credit to Ime Udoka to making that adjustment and say, hey, man, you got to play up a lot closer once Steph comes off that pick. Otherwise, he's pulling up. And then once he pulls up, man, good luck. But good adjustments. Man, you got to give Ime Udoka credit for what he's doing with the adjustments. He's a rookie coach, y'all. Rookie coach. I get it. Yeah, he comes from prestige, being part of the Popovich tree. I get it. But being a Popovich disciple doesn't mean you're going to have success. Go ask them Bill Belichick disciples how that's working in the NFL. Go ask them that. Yeah, David Stoudemire is an assistant coach. Yes, Matt, we know he went to Arizona. He went to Arizona. But in basketball, especially in NBA world, where it's about runs and it's about adjustments, you got to give Boston their credit. Hate them or not. I can't stand Boston, but I got to give them their credit. I got to give them their credit. They was able to stop runs of Golden State, make runs of their own to get them back in the game between the second quarter and halftime. Got them in the lead at halftime. They were able to stop the run in the third, going into the fourth. Started to go on a run of their own, and next thing you know, they run got so good that they finished out the game on a crazy run. And all that is due to adjustments, man. You got to give Boston and Ime Udoka their credit. When there were times where I thought, I'm like, oh shit, Golden State about to put the hammer down on these boys. Next thing you know, here come Boston. Yeah. No, you're right. I hear you, Mel. That is good defense. Steph goes off for 21, and then, he only has 13 for the other three quarters. Got to give it up to him. You got to. That's what it is. Scott stopped him for 5 minutes straight. Like saying that. All right, so we got to talk about it. I know me and Matt have talked about it on the show before. Come on now. Clay. What we going to do, bro? I'm talking to you, Klay Thompson. Clay, what's up? This is your time to shine, Clay. Clay Thompson, you are part of the Splash Brothers. When people talk about Splash Brothers, yeah, they talk about Steph first, but we know how great you are. Did you forget how great you are, Clay? Did you forget how great you are? I know you had the injury thing. I know, but we were so excited to see you back. And then come playoffs this year. I don't know what it is. Somebody help me out. What's the problem with Clay? Matter of fact, Clay, player. You all right? You good? Something in the mental? Something going on personally? Is the family good? Is your lady good? What's up? Talk to her, brother. Because the Klay Thompson that I'm seeing flashes of Klay Thompson, but I ain't seeing the full Klay Thompson. I don't know about y'all. I'm seeing flashes of old Klay Splash Brother Thompson. I'm talking about the man that put up 30 points in one quarter, 30 plus. I think at some point it was 36, 37 in a quarter. I'm looking for that guy. I'm looking for the guy that's damn near just as good of a shooter as Steph. I'm talking about the Klay Thompson that people can literally make a debate whether you take him over Steph. Klay Thompson. I'm looking for that Klay Thompson. I'm looking for the Klay Thompson that's going to play damn good defense on the defensive side of the ball, and man, he's going to drop 35 plus on the offensive side. Where's that Klay Thompson at? Where he at? I don't know where he's at. He missing. If Golden State wants to win this finals, mark my words, Steph's going to be there. He's going to get his numbers. But I'm looking at Klay. I'm looking at Klay Thompson. Like what he put in tonight. Very pedestrian numbers tonight. Very pedestrian. 6 of 14 shooting, 15 points. Come on. Is that not pedestrian as hell from Klay? That's pedestrian as hell. Golden State is not going to win this championship with him playing like this. I don't care what nobody says. You know? That the numbers that Klay put up tonight, those are numbers you look for a Jordan Poole. And I'm not dissing on Jordan Poole, but we know where the bread and butter is at from Golden State. It starts with Klay and Steph. That's it. And Anthony Price, you got a good point. Yes, you do need Draymond Green to control the paint. You do. You do. But guess what? This is what you can't have from Draymond Green. 2 for 12 shooting. Don't be taking 12 shots and only make 2 of them, bro. That ain't your game. That ain't your game. If we gonna talk about Jimmy Butler taking that 3-point shot against Boston in Game 7, that ain't his game. I know Jimmy Butler can hit 3-point shots. I know he can, but not on consistent. He's not a great 3-point shooter. So if we're gonna talk about Jimmy and saying that's not his shot, that's not his game, we gotta talk about Draymond. Offense ain't your game. What you doing taking 12 shots? For what? I can understand if all your 12 shots are literally at the rim because you are rebounding and you putting it right back up. But no, come on, man. We're not doing 2 for 12 shooting. And you took 4 3-point attempts and missed all 4? No. If Draymond Green has another game that he has 12 attempts, watch another loss happen. Watch another a loss happen. You can't go 12 for 12. 2 for 12. Nuh-uh. I agree with you, man. If Klay shows up, it's a wrap. But he got to show up. Yeah, I feel you, Mel. That's definitely a game that you expect from Wiggins or Jordan Poole. Not from Klay. Not from Klay. So take away the late layup in the fourth quarter and he shot 1 of 11. Yeah, still terrible. 11 or 12 shots from Draymond and you only hit 2 of them? That ain't it, Pat. That ain't it, Bucko. That ain't it, champ. That's why you lost right now. Because look, call it what you want. As good of a game that we got, the runs that went back and forth, when you got Draymond Green going 2 for 12 shooting, 12 shots from him, very uncharacteristic. You don't take 12 shots in a game. What's he doing taking 12 shots in game 1 of the finals? Klay Thompson, 6 of 14. Hey, give me that in the regular season. Give me that pedestrian shit in the regular season. Not in the finals. What is Klay only doing putting up 15 points? Uncharacteristic. Hell, Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole was supposed to be the piece that come off the bench that sets shit up. Oh, he goes 2 for 7. He gets 9 points. He didn't really do a lot. Luckily, Otto Porter Jr. came off the bench and actually gave him a spark. Got 12 points. He went 4 from 5 downtown. Otherwise, this might be an uglier loss. Might be an uglier loss. Let's call it what it is. 14 turnovers for the 14 and 12. 14 turnovers, Golden State, 12 Boston. Relatively clean game. I agree with you wholeheartedly, Matt. Klay Thompson and Draymond Green should not have nearly the same amount of shooting attempts. Yes, Otto Wilt Porter Jr. Boy, that boy looked like Wilt Chamberlain so bad. He might want to ask his grandma or mammy or somebody, did y'all ever mess around with Wilt? Like, you sure? Yeah, he might want to ask some questions. Because that genetics is too close. Too close. Way too close. But when I say the word uncharacteristic, you look at Draymond Green taking 12 shots, just as same amount as Klay. You see Klay having a bad night. Jordan Poole having a bad night. Uncharacteristic. But you know what wasn't uncharacteristic? The fight in Boston. That's them. That's their MO. That's their MO. It's to fight. Play defense. Keep pushing the limits. I mean, you got to give it up to Boston. They stayed true to themselves, what they did, whole team contribution, and they walk away with game 1. Game 2 this Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And man, I can't wait. Let's see what happens game 2. I know there's going to be some adjustments for sure by Golden State. Are we seeing old school versus new school? I see that's a good question, Anthony. I'm seeing a hybrid. And what I mean by hybrid is you look at the fight and the grit and the way that Boston plays defense. And I got to say this as well. Golden State plays good defense too. They both play good defense. Obviously, Boston was number 1 coming in to the playoffs, number 1 defense. I think Golden State was top 5 still. It's either 2 or something, somewhere in there. Game 2 is game 2 is Sunday, Matt, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you look at Boston, and what I mean by a hybrid, Anthony, the defense that they play, real tough nose, team oriented, as in they're looking for everybody to contribute from starting 5 all the way through the whole rotation. But then you look at what they did tonight. They took half of their shots behind the 3-point line. Now, that's definitely new school. And I'm okay with teams taking half your shots behind the arc if you make them. They shot 51% from 3-point. You can't get no better than that. Well, obviously, you can get better than that, but that's what you want. When you're taking all these attempts from behind the arc, and if you're not making half of them, then what are we doing? You shoot 51%. They out-warriored the Warriors. They out-warriored the Warriors. Warriors only 42.2%. Boston, I mean, They actually out warriored the Warriors. Took the bread and butter, what the Warriors like to do, and did it better. Obviously, the only anomaly you take out what Steph did. Steph was the only one that's pretty much him and Otto Wilt Porter Jr. They was the only ones really making 3-point buckets for Golden State. But I mean, how many times are you going to get the chance to say that the Warriors got out warriored? It's not a lot of times you're going to say that. Not a lot of times that you're going to look at a stat sheet and be like, oh, the Warriors got dominated by the 3-point by the other team? No way. So that's what I mean by this is a hybrid of old school and new school, because Boston gives me a very old school feel, but they've remixed the old school a little bit, mix it with a little new school. Because you're going to get the old school with Robert Williams, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Marcus Smart, the way that they play rough and rugged. But then when Boston hits those threes and they a deadly team, man. Both teams pretty much emptied the benches tonight. I mean, great game. I was very, very, very entertained by tonight's game. So I can't wait for Sunday. Are you fucking kidding me? 2 days off and not prime time on Saturday? That's why the playoffs last 2.5 months. Nah, man, you got to understand. The NBA is they trying to set that up for a reason. Capture everything on Sunday night while people are at home. Because if you put it on Saturday night, I know it's still COVID out there, but people trying to get out. They trying to get out and about. They trying to, step. They some steppers on Saturday night, man. People still go out on Saturday night. That's date night. You're not occupied about the damn game because you need your full attention to your lady or your significant other. So I get what you're saying, but NBA it makes more sense. Let me catch y'all Sunday night. You at home, you're more likely to flip to the channel to the game than would Saturday night. Yeah, you'll be watching Mets Dodgers. Might tune in on my phone to have both at the same. Yeah, I do that all the time. I was doing that a little bit with the Colorado Avalanche Edmonton Oilers hockey game tonight. 4-0, like I said. Colorado did their thing. But yeah. I'll simulcast more than one sports events on there. I did say I was going to moving on since we, talked a good portion of the show about game one of the finals tonight. I mean, I can't help it. It was a good game. Gotta give the NFL credit because for those who watch the show on a regular basis, I got gone in and with the the bullshit symbolic shit of the end racism and inspired change. Well, NFL. I'm trying to pull it up where they pretty much have held true to their initiative of the Inspired Change initiative, where they've raised or donated quite a bit of money to scholarships. I'm trying to find it and pull it up if it lets me. But no, they so the initial initiative was $250 million raised in 2017, and the goal was 250, and they're almost reached it of scholarships that they're giving out. I give them credit. I will give the NFL credit for that. Yeah, I can use me a scholarship too, big homie. But we got to be honest. I want to see the numbers of actual, scholarships that have panned out to, matter yet. I know it might still be early as 2017. And I'm not trying to say nothing bad. But let's be honest. Sometimes it's easier to throw money at wounds and hope they heal. And sometimes they don't. You can't fix everything with money. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I just wish these NFL owners would realize that you just can't throw money at everything and fix it. Hello, NFL owners. Hey, how you doing? Just so you know that you rub elbows with people who have legislative power. You rub elbows with them. You probably golf at the same country club. Kids probably go to the same private school. Y'all mingle in the same circle. Hello, hey. I just wanted you to know that I know that. And that if you really want to affect change, inspire change, won't you tap your peoples and tap in with them and actually make that change on the legislative part, on the judicial part, instead of just throwing money and giving scholarships away. I'm not trying to say that's not a good thing. It's great that you're giving out scholarships to the youth to inspire change. Bravo. But that to me, that's surface. That is surface shit. As in, hey, here's a problem. We're gonna throw money at it, fix it, fix it. No, I get it. It's a good gesture. I'm pretty sure those who received the scholarships are very grateful. As you know, as you should be. When you get a scholarship and get free education, I would be grateful. Because I still got student loans that I waiting on me to pay them still. So good, don't you know what I'm saying? What I'm just saying is that let's dig deeper, go under the surface to fix social issues, which NFL says that they want to do, be part of the change, inspire the change. Then you got to dig, believe, beneath the surface, and you can't just throw money. Yeah, that's right, Matt. Can't put a band-aid on a bullet wound. First of all, that band-aid is gonna fall off within 5 seconds because it's gonna be too much blood. It ain't gonna stick. It's a rich white homies, my G. I mean, you're not wrong. But for the NFL, let's dig a little bit. You gotta go beneath the surface. You know what they say about an iceberg? When you see the tip of it, it's just a tip. It ain't the whole thing. You know, this to me, it's an analogy that makes sense for this situation. When it comes to social justice issues, it's an iceberg. What you see on the surface is what you see. What you see under the water is what you don't see. That's where you need to go. I get it. I get it. But no, like I said, I'm giving the NFL kudos and credit because they pledged $215 million in scholarships in 2017, and they're almost done with it within 5 years. So bravo. I'll give them the credit. I will. Just dig a little bit deeper. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of NFL, since we are there in NFL, your boy Fitzmagic, Ryan Fitzpatrick, is calling it a career. Calling it a career. 17 seasons, 9 NFL teams, 9. Wow. that is a lot of teams. I mean, geez. Came in the league 2005 with the St. Louis Rams, Cincinnati Bengals, Buffalo Bills, Tennessee Titans, Houston Texans, New York Jets, Tampa Bay, Miami Dolphins, and just finished up his 1 year in Washington, even though he got hurt week 1 and didn't play for the rest of the season. Yeah, 9 teams. Pretty much just missed out on finishing the AFC East trifecta or quadfecta. Is it quadfecta? I don't even know if that's a word. Playing for all 4 teams in the AFC East. Patriots is the only team he didn't play for in the AFC East, but long career. Like I said, 17 seasons, 60.7 completion career percentage, 223 touchdowns, 169 interceptions, 30, let's call it 34,990 passing yards, 35,000. Not bad. Not bad of a career for a guy that was drafted in the 7th round. Not bad of a career. Give the man his props, especially later in his career when he got donned the Fitzmagic moniker. He was good enough to get you some games, but wasn't great enough to get you to the playoffs. Yeah, out of Harvard too. Not a lot of football players from Harvard have that much of a success in NFL like he has had. So give him that credit. As my pop said, nothing changes if nothing changes. I like that. Your pops is a wise man. Yeah, out of Harvard. Yeah. So you don't see a lot of Harvard guys coming into the NFL, making a career, and his lasted 17 seasons. Kudos to Ryan Fitzpatrick. Like I said, probably a step above Trent Dilfer. He ain't gonna. No, Trent Dilfer got him a ring, but no. Look, Ryan Fitzpatrick was good enough to get, like I said, get you some victories. I think probably the best time he had as a quarterback was in Miami. Pretty much should, if you ask me, pretty much help put that question mark on Tua. Because when you think of Ryan Fitzpatrick, you don't think of, oh my gosh, that's the guy. Yeah, but solid career. Yeah, I agree with you. To me, it says a lot about Tua if you getting yanked for Ryan Fitzpatrick. If your career can't start off because of Ryan Fitzpatrick. To me, that says a lot about Tua. Because Ryan Fitzpatrick is solid. He's not gonna, blaze it up on you. But he's solid. But so hopefully he can find something to occupy his time, keep him, keep his mind right. Hopefully he stays healthy. Hopefully that now that he's in his post-plan career, that find solitude and happiness and enjoy his time with family and friends. And y'all know how it goes for these professional athletes. Hopefully he can find something to occupy his time, free his mind, and find something that can come close to that competitive edge. Maybe he'll coach. I think he'll be coach. Yeah, he was like a far gunslinger. He was not afraid to tote the rock. Not afraid to take risk. He was not. He definitely was not afraid to take risk. And also, shout out to Frank Gore. He's retiring. He's officially retiring. Didn't play last year. Says Ryan says he will be back this year. Somebody going to get hurt. I mean, you never know. I think they'll have to do a lot of convincing to get him out of retirement. You didn't done it all. 17 years, 9 teams. I mean, to me, ain't nothing left for him to really do. But shout out to Frank Gore before we get up out of here. One of my favorite Hurricanes. Had the injuries. A lot of people thought it was going to be done for him. And then you turn around and you look at Frank Gore's career. He's second. behind Emmitt Smith. You know what I'm saying? He is behind Emmitt Smith in all-time leader in rushing yards, if I'm correct. Matt, check me on that. But I know that he's top 3 or top 5. He's somewhere in there. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Where is he at? Where's Frank Gore at? 3rd? Okay. Yeah, he's up there. Yeah. I know he's up there somewhere. Because I know he kept racking up the numbers. Okay, because the site I'm looking at, I'm like, there's no way. Like, where the hell they got Frankie at? Like, come on now. Yeah. Either way, shout out to Frank Gore. One of the most stories that what I love about his story is a lot of people thought that because of the injuries that he had early in his career, especially coming out of Miami, that he probably wasn't gonna do nothing. Next thing you know, he's a top 5 all-time leading rusher. So how about them apples? Remember, y'all, it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. Always remember that. Always remember that. Always remember that. Anyway, hey, show is coming to an end. We will see you back Monday for the 23rd hour. We'll definitely recap game 2 of the NBA Finals and any other sports topics that happened Monday. Yes, him and Willis both got hurt. Yeah, I remember that. But no, hey, y'all go have yourselves a fantastic Friday. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and most importantly, come back Monday on the 23rd hour. Same wildcard Mar. Peace and love, y'all. Y'all have yourself a fantastic weekend.
Yo. Sound like LTD this. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah. Alright, let me get serious this time. Yo, I'm on my God of War shit. All the war spits, let the bass kick, nigga, feel the fucking floor lift. Watch your pores rip from these razor blade fingertips. Smoke hit your face like a hammer fist. Outstanding with suicidal flow. Nose diving to a free fall. Speedball, cannonball, jugging out on Adderall. I just watch the bodies fall. Supercharged like Dragon Ball. When I spit this fire out my mouth, you hear the dragon skull. Deadly with explosiveness, just off of this some woven silk. Grind the rapper's flesh in the syrup and call it muscle milk. Some nutritious, my hunger forever endless. I'm vicious and bloodthirsty, my nigga. I handle business pretentious, I leave them injured. Eating pickles for dinner, underground like not the splinter. Then hibernate for the winter. Illiterate, so I can give a fuck about the sentence. Belligerent, so I don't give a fuck about repentance. Johnny plays with a bag of haze, over roast spirits. I'm forced to be reckoned with when I'm beating all limits. These lyrics are packed with venom. Rattlesnakes in the kitchen, cooking the recipes full of poison. I leave them finished.
Come to punches, yo, I only landed 3s. These thick fighting MCs is copping plan B. Never was a M fan, they can't stand me. Been dope since before Hope sampled Andy. If it's smoke, I ain't gon' blame the jammy. Cause smoke, my hands is nicer than your granddaddy. Don't spar unless you a piece and a half. If you same boat when I put feet on the track, I fuck MCs up, I'm bringing evil back. Yeah, though I walk through the valley, I push it. They gon' find rappers that got at me in my footprints. The embodiment of cocaine and no-dos. I got a habit of pulling souls from nose holes. Open your old hole, sugar you sweet. If it's BP, I'll bring it to your door like Uber Eats.
Deliver a fade to all you niggas, I just wanna unload. Basking and scream on my foes, find a way to compose. The ashes spray up my throat, pull them fuse up the dope. Blow a ring of the smoke, terrorize all the small fires, wash them down with a coke.
Viciously viscous, I flow like rape whispers. You wishless spitters will beat the Big Dipper. Further away, bitch, you ain't clapping shit. Keep playing